Hi everyone, this is Chandni Singh and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about everything a bride needs to know from a makeup artist. Today I'm going to discuss about your skincare, your hair care, what you need to know from your makeup artist, and also I'm going to discuss with you as to what should be in your trousseau kit. So if you're a bride who likes it all minimal, remember that we cannot give you the minimal look until your skin is looking good. I also feel that most girls, who have extreme dark circles or pigmentation, and I'd say pigmentation, it means that your mouth area is relatively darker than the rest of your face. Of course, this also includes pigmentation on the sides of the forehead. It also includes pigmentation on your cheekbones, and of course your dark circles. So the point remains that I cannot, if your problem is really intense, I cannot apply very little product and hide it. So in case you're somebody who's looking at minimalism, yes, you need to give us a little better skin. So my question to all brides remain, what are you really doing for your skin? Also, another question that brides ask me is, when should they start the skincare regimen? And I feel a minimum of 3 months is required. However, if you ask me, I would say 6 months would be ideal if you can start taking care of your skin. I understand when brides are extremely busy, because most brides are planning out their own weddings. Even if they're not planning it out, I feel just putting the whole thing together takes a toll over the girl. You're out on the roads every day, you're shopping every day, you're negotiating, you're fixing places. And I totally understand that it can take a toll on your life. However, the fact remains that you still you can't let go of the fact that you really need to look good. And to look good, your skin, your hair needs to look perfect. So I would usually tell girls to start 3 to 6 months prior with 1 visit to your salon every month. I'm also towards the end of this going to speak about girls who are extremely busy and who come to us last minute. I'm going to also give my special tips for them at the end of it. However, I would recommend at least 1 visit to a salon once a month, maximum every 6 weeks. I think every 6 weeks, if you carry on a skincare and a hair care regimen, it really helps you. Mostly women have very dry hair ends, and I usually see the women stick to a very classic thing called a hair spa or just oiling your hair. I really need to recommend a treatment to you which is called Olaplex. Olaplex is not like a hair spa. Like a hair spa temporarily adds shine to your hair strands. This is not how it works. It works on your hair bone and its elasticity, resulting which the hair becomes a lot more healthier to look at over a period of time. No, Olaplex does not work overnight or just 1 or 2 sittings. It needs to be a series of sittings. I request you all to Google Olaplex and all its benefits. And in case you are somebody who loves your hair spa, make sure Olaplex is a part of it. I also recommend Olaplex to a lot of women who do a lot of heat styling and a lot of color treatment. In fact, when we at our studio, what we also do is when a girl comes in for a color, we kind of double it up with Olaplex so that all that chemical is not ruining the person's hair. So please look up the word Olaplex. Apart from this, for your skin, I mean, at a salon, really, whatever works for you. If you're somebody who feels that you need a lot more brightening and you need a little bit of a glow, you can go in for facials for that. If you're somebody who has a lot of pigmentation, my go-to facial is one called the Skin Door Dermapen. I think it's one of our top sellers and I really recommend it. And also, I just want to tell girls that I'm not at all anti natural skincare. I'm somebody, we've also started keeping Kama at our studio. Unfortunately, we are sealed at the moment, but we are hoping to reopen very soon. So we also do a lot of Kama skin rituals. So if you're somebody who tries to stay away from extreme like too many chemicals on their face, opting for Kama skincare rituals is a very good idea. Also remember, when you go natural, the results come in a little bit of a time. So if you're somebody who comes to me a month prior to your wedding and expects to keep it to stick to natural skincare regimen and that it will give you all the benefits immediately. No, it will not do it. So remember, whenever you're going chemical free, you need to spend a lot more time doing that. So you can choose whatever you prefer. We also have you know, like hair care rituals at our studio with the Kama Ayurveda. So those are options that you can always look into. One thing is a must for every bride to be is a good skincare regimen at home as well. Also, do you apply a sunblock every day? Trust me, even if you do not step out of your house, a sunblock is something that you need to apply every single day. So make sure it's a part of your kit. Make sure you are reapplying it every few hours, because that is how it is really going to help you. Also, in terms of CTM, you know, I mean, I can't really say a specific brand. However, there are so many brands that are offering the same these days. I have used everything right down from Clinique to Body Shop to Nivea to Biotique. However, the ones that I've really been swearing by, like I've done a Lancome CTM for the longest time. I'm also using Clinique products of late. And another thing that I really swear by, and I feel women should really give it a shot, is the Kumkumadi brightening oil by Kama Ayurveda. It will change the way your skin texture looks. I also really love the Indulgeo Volcanic Night Oil. I mean, ideally, I can never really give you a single product recommendation, because it's not important that if I mention a product to you, it will work for you. So ideally, when women ask me, I always say that you will have to try out a few products till you realize what works for you. If it works for you, you must make sure you do it religiously. And when I say it religiously, I mean every single day. I've also recently tried the Perrine Cosmetics face wash and cleansing lotions and SPF, and what I like about the brand is that it's really low in chemicals. So I mean, if Perrine is something that you'd also like to look out for, you can try out their products as well. Also, when I talk about CTM regimen, I'm somebody who has extreme dry skin, and when I use a regular moisturizer from a brand, trust me, very rarely do I feel absolutely hydrated. So one moisturizer that I really swear by is the Biotique Morning Nectar. I've also been using the Kama moisturizer of late. However, I still need to indulge my skin into some kind of a face oil. I don't know if how many of you are aware that face oil is the new thing in the market. It of course started with Farsali, and there are a lot of French brands and brands abroad that started doing this a few years ago, and it's become a trend in India of late. And the oils that I really swear by, I mean, of course, everybody has seen the Indulgeo Rose Gold oil on my page. You can also give the Beauty Bar Liquid Gold a shot. You can see whatever works for your skin. So I mostly see women who've got oily skin, they usually tend to stay away from application of oil. In fact, that's the mistake that you do. You know, so when you do not moisturize your skin or apply any kind of oil to it, your skin reproduces even more oil because it feels that it does not get the amount of oil that it needs. So give it a shot. You must try it out, because I feel it really works. When I get brides for makeup, and you know, they'll say, oh my god, I have really oily skin, but at the same time, when I really start doing the makeup, I usually see that areas around the cheek area, tip or the sides of the nose and the mouth area usually tends to be extremely dry and flaky. Remember, on your D-Day, if your skin is looking dry and dehydrated, you will not look like the perfect glowing bride. Also, are you doing anything in terms of your lifestyle, your everyday lifestyle? Do you exercise? Do you do any home treatments? What do you do at home? I mean, women who tend to, I get a lot of compliments from women on my skin, but trust me, it's taken me a lot of effort for me to make my skin look like this. I usually have a very good lifestyle in terms of my eating habits. I exercise regularly. I not only I have I apply close to 6 to 8 products at night, including a foot and a hand cream. I have my under eye serums, I have my CTM regimen, I do a lot. I also apply sheet mask 2 to 3 times a week, no matter how busy I am. In the morning also, I usually I'll have apple cider vinegar for a mug, then I'll move on to wheatgrass powder mixed in water. I'll have methi dana seeds, I have almonds, I have anjeer, I have munakka. I also tend to have flax seeds and chia seeds. Of course, I'm not saying I do all of it together, but yes, there will be, like, say if I'm having badam, I'll have my flax seeds, and then after a month I'll stop my badam and I'll start having anjeer or munakka, and I'll start having wheatgrass powder. So I keep alternating it every month, and I feel you need to do that. Flax seeds, chia seeds, green tea are great antioxidants for the skin, which our skin really needs. Look at the pollution in our country, it's terrible. Also, I feel our lifestyles are getting crazier by the day. I mean, the standard of living, the pollution levels, it's so not good for our skin and for hair. And for a bride who has no time, I will just say hydrate your skin, drink a lot of water, make sure you apply your sunblock, and just try and get 2 or 3 kind of dermapen facials before your D-Day. Minimum 2 if you can't do the third. Also, in terms of what are you not going to do, no surprise hair color, haircuts or skin treatments in the last month of your marriage. Say if you're getting married on the 10th of February, make sure you have already gone through your entire skincare regimen at least 2 months prior, so that you exactly know what treatments work for you. No surprise skin treatments, because I meet brides 2-3 months prior to their wedding where they have the most perfect skin, and on the day of the wedding they have like acne because they tried something new and it didn't work for them. Make sure you also stick to the same skin technician, because I do feel the right technician can make a lot of difference, right? No surprise hair color, please. It's because the moment you do a wrong hair color and then when you try and fix it, your hair goes through a lot of trauma, which results in extreme dryness. Make sure you don't do any surprise elements. Also, women with super sensitive skin, I always recommend that they should see a dermatologist and follow whatever their doctor tells you. Also, when brides ask me on recommendations for lehenga colors, I'll just say never go in by trend. See what is your color. We all have our favorite colors, right? Don't buy a red in peer pressure. Buy a red because you loved the lehenga so much and it looked great on you. I feel brides wearing pastels also look absolutely fabulous. You know, it really depends on how you've put your look together, right, in terms of the jewelry, the dupatta on the head, the dupatta on the side, everything. Also, another tip that I like to give my brides is to go in for 2 dupattas, because I feel the drape is a lot cleaner than wearing the same dupatta on your head and on your shoulder as well. Also, I feel that keep the dupatta on your head relatively lighter than the one on your body, because brides with extreme crazy heavy dupattas tend to, like, you know, they kind of tend to go backwards because of the weight of the chunni. Of course, we do everything to make you feel comfortable. We pin it up in certain ways so as to take the load off your head, but we can only help you so much. So the lighter the chunni, the better it is, and of course 2 dupattas will give you a much cleaner drape. Also, nose ring. I think a nose ring is where most girls are going wrong. I usually see brides when they tend to just get something which holds on. Whenever you're buying your nose ring, make sure you have worn it for a good 15-20 minutes to see where it's actually resting. So many times the bride is totally ready and she keeps fidgeting with her nose ring like that. Make sure the nose ring is of a good quality where once you press it in place, it just stays there. If you feel it keeps dragging down, I in fact recommend brides to take one which has a little bit of a screw on it, because I feel it kind of, at least it stays there and you don't have to fidget. I feel brides should be fidgetless. You should not be fidgeting with your dupatta or any piece of jewelry that you're wearing. Also, in terms of the size of your tikka or your mathapatti or your pasa. Pasta, I relatively feel I've never really, I mean, very rarely have I got somebody get a huge pasta. They're usually average looking. But I also don't recommend pastas for women who love a lot of volume in their hair, because usually a pasta kind of tends to come on the side and it kind of flattens out your hair. So if you're somebody who loves volume, try and stay away from a pasta. Also, the size of the tika and the matha patti depends on the size of your forehead. If you're somebody who gets us a very huge tika, we cannot help but give you a lot flatter hair, because we can't let the tika literally fall on your eyebrows, right? I feel a finger gap between your brows and your tika is very, very, very important. Also, I don't need to really specify that the size of your bindi depends on the amount of gap between your tika and your eyebrows. I mean, of course, you'll have to see. Also, off late, I've seen a few matha pattis where, you know, it has to be at a certain place for the strings to fall in a certain way. So just don't buy a matha patti because it looks beautiful. Make sure you put it on your head and see how the strings are falling. I mean, whether you can get a hair trial or not, I don't know. I mean, can you get the matha patti from somebody and get a hair trial to make sure it sits the right way? Sometimes we end up pulling it a bit down because it's just not sitting right when we are trying to pull it up. So make sure you kind of cover these points really, really, really well. I know another tip that I forgot to mention about the nose rings is that I know those super heavy, gorgeous, big size nose rings, the Sabyasachi style ones, they look fabulous and they make the bride look absolutely beautiful. But I feel it does not work for certain women, you know. I mean, sometimes I literally feel that the nose ring is literally pulling the nostril of a bride in a certain direction and the nose kind of looks a little lopsided. So make sure, like, whenever you're buying a nose ring, you need to wear it for at least 10, 15, 20 minutes to see how it is going to place on your face. Also remember, when we have those nose rings with those tukris on it, sometimes the tukris are literally resting on your lip, right? Of course, like as a makeup artist, I do everything to seal the lipstick in place. But if you have a piece of jewelry sticking right on your lip and if you're going to talk, of course the lipstick is going to smudge in those areas. So make sure you cover all these points while you're shopping for your jewelry. And lastly, when it comes to makeup shopping for your trousseau, I feel that every bride needs to own certain lipsticks. And when I talk, I'm sorry, I'm reading it out from a paper because I did not want to forget anything. So I feel that most people want to see brides in brighter lipsticks. However, trust me, I'm from that school of thought that nude lipsticks look great. So I would still recommend that if you have a red lipstick, so you could have something a little bit more deeper and a little more orangey or pinkish red. A pinkish red will be a lot more softer, or maybe an orangey red might work better for you. This depends on your complexion really. I also feel a hot pink and a nude pink lipstick is something, if you have, you're pretty sorted. If you're a dark lipstick girl, you could invest in a maroon or something, but make sure you have two of those pretty nude colors that work no matter what you wear. For your eye makeup, I feel there can never be a single palette that offers you everything. I also want to tell people that it's not important that your makeup has to be expensive only. I think there are so many affordable brands also doing so well. So I mean, if a bride asks me, okay Chandni, 2 expensive palettes that I need to own, I definitely feel that the Violet Was Holy Grail palette is a must buy for every bride, especially if you're a nude lover. This has all shades of peach, pinks, golds and all transition colors in earthy neutral shades. Another expensive one that I don't mind recommending is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism. Now the only reason why I'm recommending this is also because it has a beautiful steel grey and blue and green and bronze in it. So I mean, if you own these two, you're pretty much sorted. And if I have to recommend affordable palettes for brides, I feel if you own the Makeup Revolution Flawless 4 and the Makeup Revolution Fortune Favors the Brave, you're pretty sorted. The Makeup Revolution palette, the Fortune Favors the Brave, looks like this. So it's got its blues and greens, and it's also got its golds, it's also got purples, and it's, so I mean, in a way it has got a lot of variety of colors. And what I really love, if you are somebody who's a pink and gold and a pink, peach and a gold lover, the Makeup Revolution Flawless 4 is something that a bride must own, if you ask me, because I usually see women are much more comfortable wearing shades of peaches and golds and pinks on their eyes than a lot darker colors. So as I'm saying, your makeup does not essentially have to be very expensive. You must own a primer, because I feel once the wedding is done, a bride and the groom have been so exhausted and they come back from their honeymoon, and there are so many dinners and parties to attend that it literally takes a toll on your skin. And of course, you know, because you've been eating and drinking everything under the sun, it all shows out onto your skin. So I feel a primer is a must. Again, if you really ask me primer recommendations, I love the Makeup Revolution Pro Prime Aqua Priming Base. You just spray it on your face and you start your makeup. Otherwise, an expensive one that I would really like to, people who watch my videos, they know how much I love the Smashbox Primer. So I mostly see that women own a foundation, but they don't own a concealer. It should be the other way around. You must own a concealer. You can skip a foundation. And I see a lot of women where they just say, I just apply a BB cream. Trust me, it does not hide any imperfections. BB cream is for flawless skin, or BB cream is for teenagers. It's not if you have your dark circles and pigmentation patches. What hides your problems is your concealer. Make sure you get the right color. If you are trying to invest in colors too light than your skin, you're not going to help your skin in any way. Also, I mean, I know I've already spoken about a concealer and a foundation. However, you must invest in a corrector also if need be. Corrector is something you can always skip. It's not important for everyday makeup. However, if you are somebody who has a lot of pigmentation on your face, yes, a corrector is really going to help you. So the 4 correctors that I absolutely love from LA Girl are the orange, the peach, the yellow and green. If you do not know how they have to be used, you can always walk into a studio. We'll be happy to help you with the right color corrector that you need to invest in. Also, hydration. So a primer is something that works because it also adds a little bit of glow to the skin. It controls oiliness. For dry skin, it adds radiance. It makes your makeup longer lasting. Also, I still recommend application of oil before your makeup, because it will add a little bit of glow to the skin. To further the glow, you can always apply stroke creams, and my 2 favorite stroke creams remains the MAC or the Makeup Revolution Ultra Stroke Cream. You can pick up one depending on your pocket. Also, if I have to really talk about, a lot of questions keep coming to me about the highlighter, where girls keep talking about, we love those shimmery cheekbones and everything. I'm the biggest fan of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Gurora kit. You don't really, if this is something which is extremely expensive for you, you can also invest in the Makeup Revolution Ultra Pro Glow. If you see, this is also, it offers you 8 colors. If you need information on prices for any of the Makeup Revolution LA Girl products, I'll leave a number below in the description box which you can call, because we sell most of them. And contour is something which is really optional. I do not recommend that you have to contour every day, except there are women who have big faces or who are very chubby, that they feel the need to contour. So a very good contour kit could be the Benefit Hula is a brilliant color. Even Makeup Revolution LA Girl has a very nice contour color, medium contour color, that works for fair to medium Indian skin. So that is another option. For blushers also, I mean, you can really pick up any blusher that you really like. I love using the Too Faced Heart blushers. I also recommend the Color Bar blushers, or you can also pick up the Makeup Revolution blush palette from us, which has beautiful colors, be it matte or be it shimmery. And of course, do not forget to invest in a powder, because remember, all that concealer, all that foundation is not going to stay in place if you do not powder it. Do not over powder skin also. I would say this totally depends on how oily your skin is. So if you feel that your skin is generally oily, you can apply a lot more powder. But for dry skin, I would just say that you can just set your under eye and apply it in the T-zone, so that the natural dewiness of the all the products that you've used, the oil, the stroke cream and everything, they don't get lost. And of course, you can just buy your mascara, your eyeliner the way you prefer it. If you ask me for recommendations, Maybelline gel eyeliner is my go-to eyeliner. And for mascara, again, I love Maybelline mascaras. I love the L'Oreal mascaras as well. Now the biggest question remains is, what are you doing to remove your makeup? Now I see a lot of women who just say that, oh, I just use a baby wipe, or I just use Johnson & Johnson's baby oil. But trust me, makeup removal is so important, because for a bride who's been through a crazy month of wedding and celebrations and parties and dinners, if you are not removing every little trace of it, even that mascara and the kajal, it should not stay back in your eyes. If you are asking me for something that works 100%, I would really like to recommend the Clinique ones. This product, the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm. If you buy it once, trust me, you're gonna buy it over and over again. And if you're somebody who keeps saying that your eyeliner or your kajal and your lipstick does not come off, you need to take the Clinique Take the Day Off makeup remover for lids, lashes and lips particularly. So give these a shot. If you're somebody who's traveling, you can just invest in the Take the Day Off wipes as well. But I do feel that the makeup balm is absolutely divine, and for somebody like me whose skin is relatively on the drier side, it works like a treat. So make sure once you remove your makeup at night, you do all those things I spoke about, the cleansing, toning, moisturizing. If you're starting your day, make sure after your CTM regimen you apply your sunblock for sure. If you're somebody who's looking at products with lesser chemicals in it, Perrine is another very good brand that you must look out for. You can look them up on Instagram. I'm going to leave a lot of information below in the description box. So I hope you like my video. This is for all brides to be. Even if you are not a bride with me, that's alright. I'm so happy to give you all this little piece of information. I mean, for all the information that I've shared. So if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. If you wish to see a certain video, just leave a comment below and I'll be happy to shoot it for you.